Hello again. Before we begin, a short PSA because there seems to be confusion on TikTok, Douyin, etc., and even in real life about what exactly a Michelin restaurant is. To be specific, lots of people doing it for the gram seem to not actually understand the star system. If you search on the Michelin website, there are five distinctions: selected, bib gourmand, and either one, two, or three stars. First, let's talk about the selected category. According to Michael Ellis, the one-time international director of Michelin Guides, quote, a restaurant in the selection without a star or bib gourmand is the sign of a chef using quality ingredients that are well cooked, simply a good meal. It means that the inspectors have found the food to be above average, but not quite at star or bib level, end quote. Any restaurant of any level can solicit a visit from Michelin, and if nothing goes wrong, they have a chance of ending up in this category. In my observation over a few years, this category is also sort of a graveyard for restaurants that previously had a bib or even a star, but were not consistent year over year and got downgraded. Michelin inspectors are famously anonymous, but are they really? I think in some places, namely high trust societies, they are. And in some places, low trust societies where bribes are the norm, perhaps they're really not. And I also believe that that's reflected in the ratings. That's just my personal impression, having been a full time traveler for 6 years who's seen half the world. Take it with a grain of salt. Anyway, I think if any introductions or bribes are happening, they're happening at this level. So, what is Bib Gourmand, all the restaurants on this playlist? It's Michelin's award for providing best value for money. According to the website, quote, simple yet skillful cooking at an affordable price, end quote. When the distinction was first rolled out in 1997, it meant a three-course high-quality European meal for a lower than market price. But as Michelin expanded beyond Europe and its cultural diaspora, that ceased being the standard. Now, the Bib Gourmand is really Michelin's way of appealing to younger and less moneyed demographics by including street food and other hole in the wall type places. Along the way, unfortunately, the value equation has been lost, in my opinion, with wildly different types of restaurants getting lumped into Bib Gourmand, from rather pricey attempts at fine dining that still just don't merit a star to entirely unexceptional street food. Bib Gourmand restaurants are supposed to have uniformly higher quality and value than selections. But again, that honestly hasn't been my experience. That's not to say all selections are equal to all bib gourmands. They are not. I would say on average, bib gourmands are better than selections, but I go once, I go twice. Perhaps Michelin is really sticking to its gold standard of sending multiple inspectors to the same restaurants multiple times of year to order as many dishes as they can. But at the bib gourmand level, do you really think they are? I'm not so sure. I've gotten a distinct impression that some bib gourmands are fighting, dreaming, trying to eventually get a star, while others are, dare I say, tourist traps that impressed an inspector at some point with their exoticism, authenticity, and perhaps a little cash in palm, but have no culinary merit. Or perhaps an inspector felt pressure from above, from Michelin, to include some places like this and didn't waste their time on judging which. Then, of course, there are the stars. I'm not going to go into it in depth here because it's irrelevant. No restaurant in Chiang Mai has ever received a Michelin star. Influencers advertising their Michelin star meals in Chiang Mai, Thailand, are doing it for the clicks, out of ignorance, or both. To quote Michelin, stars are awarded for the food on the plate, nothing else. Not decor, formality, service, or even the wine pairings. Though they're more cagey about that one, saying that in good restaurants, quote, that problem tends to take care of itself, end quote. To further quote the Michelin website, quote, one Michelin star is awarded to restaurants using top quality ingredients, where dishes with distinct flavors are prepared to a consistently high standard. Two Michelin stars are awarded when the personality and talent of the chef are evident in their expertly crafted dishes. Their food is refined and inspired. Three Michelin stars is our highest award, given for the superlative cooking of chefs at the peak of their profession. Their cooking is elevated to an art form, and some of their dishes are destined to become classics. End quote. So, one more time, there are no Michelin stars in Chiang Mai. I am dealing exclusively with Bib Gourmands, the wild west of the Michelin world, ranking them best to worst in this playlist.